All right, viewers all over the world, good afternoon, good evening, happy Salah, happy holiday to every one of you, wherever you are. From the topic this afternoon, we would love to have you share your experience on how you met your spouse, which your husband or your wife is going to do a great thing, after which she'll be bringing a legal practitioner to educate couples of their individual rights, and that to be in our ready to marry platform, Facebook platform. But before now, we want to have good experience. Share your good experience with us. Audio is permitted, video is permitted if you give us the consent. You call in to tell us how you met your spouse and what the relationship led to. We have ready to marry platform where we have numbers and thousands of uncountable couples, intended couples that really want to settle down in marriage. But most young ladies today make a lot of mistakes where they are finding it difficult to retract their steps. And if we have mothers here, fathers, even young couples, and because what will work for you may not work for me, but I know every other person that want to share this kind of experience with us will let a lot of people to learn from it, how they met their spouse, what steps you were able to take, what challenges did you meet along the line. Please, someone said, I met my partner at Oba Kubana, Mother's Burial. Thank you. But what I mean is this: you can put in a call to us, or you can share the experience via a WhatsApp message to 08033024550. We'll be very grateful for those that care to learn. Please, it will be very important. I want to chat the Ready to Marry WhatsApp platform for some of them to join here so that they can learn some mistakes. We actually wanted to have a good conversation with them there, but to um, we were shifting it to Sunday where we discuss things elaborately. Uh, Give us the experience. Let's share the experience. Somebody said I met my wife for Oswani Market, Aswani Market, where she go buy okrika, pants and bra. Now my wife they wear Victoria's Secret pant. Praise God. Wow. Imagine somebody met his wife at Aswani Market. Aswani Market is the market where they sell fairly used things. Please let me have the phone if you want to put call across how you meet the person, where, How you can give us little experience. Let me have the phone, please. Just for example, uh, thank you. I met my husband on Facebook. That is Serena. Good afternoon. Your name and where you are calling from.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Are you calling to tell us how you met your husband or your wife, or you are calling for a different thing?
No, I'm there last week now.
Call
I
back
came
later.
here.
Okay. Olori Natural Fertility Hub said she met her husband on Twitter arguing arguing on the comment section on Goodluck Jonathan and Buhari then. Wow. Tell us more now. I know they like this kind of met. How did you meet? How does it happen? We want to really give you little time. Tell us exactly how you meet. How did the
Hello, sir.
relationship started? Hello?
Hello,
Please call us back later. We're on program.
hello.
I've just told you. Thank you, madam. You met your husband, like the person that says you met the wife at Swani Market, where she went to buy fairly used bra, pants, and like that is her what is it called? Where she went to get some of her um, undies, and eventually met somebody that is married. She's married to today, and the woman in question is wearing designer, which is Victoria's Secret bra and pants. For some of you or some of us that buy such wears on this, Victoria's Secret is one of the sexy undies for ladies. They have good perfect fit for a bra and also pants. So it's a nice one. I am going to tell you, but just go ahead. I should be the one to tell you much when chairman arrive Nigeria or when I meet him. Both of us will tell you uh, how we meet each other and how things are moving. So please, if you meet your wife, you meet your husband in the market, place of work, and all that, how did you really? Number to call, thank you, Annie Precious. Number to call is 090302474 is the number to call. Tell us your experience, how you met your husband, how you met your wife. You know, some people met their wife or their husband and they mistakenly lose the person because of one reason or the other, mistakes that they have made in the past. From your experience, from my experience, we are going to share here. I believe most of them will learn from here and how to exercise patience if some issues arise in the course of meeting. Because how you where you meet the person, does it really matter? Some other person said you meet her husband or the wife in a burial, somebody's mother's burial. You understand? Burial, invited or uninvited, both of them were there. They met themselves and resulted to marry. I met my wife when I was traveling from Spain to Austria. Yeah, Austria, Vienna. We met in bus park. That was how the relationship began. Wow, nice one. Mr. Rollins say met his wife in school, Ambrose University, Ekuma. Same department, same course, political science, same level. Wow, long story. Dated 400 level to final year and got married when I was doing my NYC. It's an amazing story, lots to tell. Please, can you share that story? We don't mind giving even if it's one person that is ready to tell us that sweet story. I'll be very grateful. Good afternoon, your name and where you are calling from.
name is Olori Natural Fertility Home.
Sorry?
Olori Natural Fertility Home.
Okay, good. Olori, please can you share your experience with us, how you met your husband, what led to lead and how it all went, and you become husband and wife today? Thank you.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. During the campaign, Goodluck Jonathan and Buhari,
Yeah.
I went on Twitter and I think someone who had a major following actually made a post. So it was then we started arguing, like who wants to come in, who will go in, and all that. So I made a point and I said I wouldn't want Buhari to enter. I listed my reasons and all that. So he replied and said, Goodluck came and told us that he had no shoes, and he has not seen anything Goodluck has done. We started arguing. People came in, like that. I didn't know he had sent me a message in my DM, like, I love your constructive argument. I didn't know. It was after we argued, and everybody went to rest. In fact, I left Twitter that day because I wasn't happy. Like, how would somebody just come to my comments and, So after 3 days, I went through my Twitter messages and I saw his own. I love your constructive argument. I was like, wow. So I said hi. He didn't take up to 3-4 days. He sent me a message again that, how are you doing? Hope you're fine. What do you do? And all that. So I uploaded and told him, I'm a mamala who is interested in my good things. I would really, love to, but I'm not certified yet. So he laughed and said, so you went to school to learn Mamalawo job. I said, it's a long story, So we met. I was in Abuja then. I just left my job and I was, trying to practice, herbalism, but it wasn't giving me much hope then. So we met at some point. We met at Yahuza Suya Sport. A lot of people in Abuja would know where Yahuza Suya Sport.
Okay, Yahuza or Yahuzi?
Yeah, in Wuse too. That was our first meeting point. We met. When there are people you see on, people you meet online, I just looked at him like, on his upload, not knowing that the type of man that does not upload pictures. That is picture that he's still there till now. I'm sure that picture is about 30 years ago.
What?
So when I saw him, I saw a man, a very tall, handsome man, fair. No, I don't like fair men, but his look was just so. I was not like, when you're tripping.
Yeah.
I just go like, what's it concern me? I was copying so started arguing again. He said, no, don't bring politics here. I said, I love politics anyway, but and I also love sports. He said, you like sports? Which club I support? I said, Man U. He said, wow, you also support Man U. I said, that was how we started discussing football again and all that. So after two weeks, he said he wanted to come to my house. And then I said, no, the kind of mom I had, very strict, though the kind of friend that's supposed to be bringing men home. But his tribe was now a problem because my mom especially wanted me to marry an Igbo person. I'm an Igbo girl. Wow. So from Anambra State, and you know how it is.
Yeah.
And he's from Medo, Auchi, precisely. Wow, it was. So I told him, I said, this is it. I would love you to come, but these are the issues. He said, no, he's, not bothered, highest my mom would say is no. And if I'm still interested, we can still work towards it.
Yeah.
I went home. I stopped picking his calls because I know he was a serious man. I stopped picking his calls. I was scared because I didn't even know. Now I've brought men to the house and my mom has actually turned them down. So I was just, I don't want this one to slip away because he wasn't even bothered about sex. That kind of, you just be wondering the kind of man that he is. He wasn't bothered about sex, like come to my house quickly, come and do this. He wasn't bothered. I didn't even know his house at that time. He now said he wanted to come. So I stopped picking calls. The third week, I actually picked his calls and apologized. I didn't want to have a heartbreak from my mom. So he said we should pray about it. I said, Oga, wait, pray, okay. intelligent because he has not really seen ladies that, have this intelligence quotient to really, really speak. So I told him, okay, no problem. So we started pushing 1 month, 2 months,
Wow.
3 months, and then he said, Madam, if you're not ready to marry me, better let me know. Because
Wow.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I was like, how do? Or do you have other people? I said, now you definitely have friends, but I'm just serious with you. So he said I must. So I made the effort. I told my mom, and there was a no, and that was
Uh-uh.
how problems started again. We did not now communicate for a while, and then everything just went off like that. I got married to somebody else. Then the
Uh-uh.
marriage crashed in 1 year. Yes, not even up to a year. Marriage crashed. It was not even up to a year. So it was just in 2019 January. I
Yeah.
would not forget, in the first January, that I received a call from him. I didn't even know he was the one. This thing happened in 2016 between me and him. Happened in 2016, and in 2000. Sorry, I said 2016. And in 13 to 14, like that. Anyway, yes, 214 to be precise. So in 2017 January, I received a call from him, and do you know who is speaking and all that? I said, who is this? He said, my name is so and so Israel. I said, I can't remember. He said, okay, are you on WhatsApp? Are you still on WhatsApp? I said, yes. He said, I will send my picture to you. Immediately I saw him, I would not lie. I was so happy. I jumped for joy. I was like, I said, okay.
At last.
But maybe he's married, or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I just, okay, what do you want? This one, that one. I don't know if you're still in Abuja. I would love to have lunch with you. I said, no, I have moved to Lagos. In fact, I'm in my sister's. He said, what happened? But you say, you said you're not the kind of person that would love to stay with someone. You love to have your own house, like that. I said, it's a long story. I was married before, but I had issues, so I had to just come and stay with my sister for a while. Okay, he will talk to me later. Like, he was busy. I said, okay, no problem. In the evening, he called. I said, babe, how far are you? They me too. I'm not already ready. Baby too. I was just, that kind of feeling of, I think this man. But in my mind, I was like, if you don't marry, but let me not just push it too hard. So he said, he asked me, he said,
do you have a
would
baby?
Would you still want to marry me? I said, as second wife or as what? He said, no, he has not been married. I said, since that time? He said, yes. I said, really? You sure? He said, yes. And he now said, okay, that he will be moving to Lagos because his business in Abuja is okay. So he wants to come and open a branch. He's into industrial training. That he wants to come and open a branch in Lagos and stay in Lagos, for, as long as he would love to stay. But if I get married to him, meaning that just stay in Abuja, in Lagos permanently, I was so elated. I was like, okay, no problem. He said you'll be relocating in 2 weeks. I said, okay, no problem. In 2 weeks, Oga relocated to Lagos.
Wow.
And the first place he came, because I had a house in Ogun State, but because of what I passed through in my first marriage, which I wouldn't want to talk about, I just, came to my sister's place to get fresh air. So I went to Ogun State then to pick up one of the things. And then he called me and said, he's coming to Ogun State to see me. I said, I wouldn't want to because it's not the house where me and my ex in stay, so he wouldn't be able to come. So he said, where will we meet? I said, we'll meet at ShopRite, that Tongo area. He said, okay, no problem. Even with the whole stress, this man still came. When he saw me, he said, you're a shadow of yourself. What is wrong? Because I was so dark, I wasn't even taking care of myself as I used to, He said, okay, you would love to settle down. Am I ready? I said,
wow.
But I don't ready. It's not now, I don't ready. He said, I hope you're not desperate. I said, for God to bring you back, it means there's a reason. He now said, yes, there's actually a reason. And I told him, if God makes it better and we, get married, I said, we'll really enjoy this marriage. And he said he knows that from the beginning anyway. So in 2 weeks' time, he said doing? You would love me to relocate to Lagos. I said, I cannot relocate to my bag like that. He said, I'm just becoming once in a while now. I said, okay. So I came to Lagos. I saw him. And the first time we met, I was thinking, this kind of person, you come to his house and he'll be thinking of sex. Okay, no grill. I said, what will be this now? He said, no, he's not interested in that he wants me to make up my mind if I'm going to marry him or not.
Oh.
And I told him, but I said yes now. He said, no, he wants to see my face. That's why now I like to see. I took my leg, dragged it again for like another 2 months, and luckily he met my sister. My sister was so pleased. My sister said, now here you will see. This man does not look like someone that will give you issues. And lo and behold,
that is how
before you know it, we started marriage counseling.
Wow.
But by then, my people had already returned to my ex's boyfriend because we only did traditional wedding. So we started marriage counseling. And before you know it, November 2019, we had our church wedding.
Wow.
I just put to bed 7 weeks ago.
Whoa!
It's been
wonderful, 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 wonderful. What a sweet story. Yeah. I know. Oh my God.
So I just want to let a lot of women know that where you meet someone doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
If the person has the prospect, if the person is mature enough, if the person is responsible enough.
Yeah.
I don't know what my marriage will be in the next 5 years, but as I'm talking to you, I married a man that does not stay out. In fact, sometimes I'm shocked. He comes back home by 2, he comes back home by 5, wow. He cleans for me, he takes care of the home. And in fact, my money, I don't know how much I've spent in this marriage, but God has been faithful to me.
Wonderful.
God has been faithful to him. So I would just tell ladies, don't look and say, no, Biamo. Don't say because of tribe, but because even I married my own tribe and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And I married somebody from another tribe and I am so happy.
Good.
My family and his family, they call each other more than we even call my in-laws. They call it, sometimes they'll just call me out. I spoke to your mother-in-law today. I'll be like, really? They talk, the traditional wedding was talk of the town, even if it was small. Because, there was unity in the family.
Yeah.
Everything has been working. So to me, this is where I met my husband.
Thank you. Thank you. What an interesting story, touching story, and loving story at last. I don't know what you learned from this, but I learned something from here. One, they say the enemy of a man is his household. Household in the sense, you have an enemy that's trying to work for you in favor of you, but is against you. What am I trying to say? Her mother was her enemy, which her marriage was a bit delayed because she was a kind of answerable to her mother, talking about tribe, talking about you talk about tribe, you talk about religion. Yeah, religion is very important. But when it comes to tribe, I don't think anybody should dwell on that most time. Your husband can be from anywhere. Your husband can be a Muslim. Your husband can be your husband can be a Christian. As a Muslim, your husband can be a Muslim. Your husband can be a white man. Your husband can be a black person. It doesn't really matter who the person is as per tribe. She was delayed and got married to a wrong person, which is never her choice, but the choice of her, a choice of her, a choice of her parents. So don't be over attached to your mother. Don't be over attached to your parents. When they take too much decisions for you, you will end up not marrying because they place you have to marry another Brahman. You have to, your husband must be an Igbo person. Your husband must be a Yoruba man. Your wife must be Benue, and all that. If you consider all this, if God actually have a wife for you from the north, and you are looking into having a wife from the east, you will get married to the wrong person, and you will dwell in agony until death part both of you at old age, because you want to live your life for your parents, you want to live your life for your mom, you want to live your life for your elder sisters, you want to live a life for your elder brothers, you want to live a life for your family, forgetting your own happiness. Your best, who you should live your life for, should be God. Seek ye first God, the face of God in a relationship, and you will hear out from God who you should meet, who the person is, how they met. And another thing I want to let us understand is, please, single ladies, be vast. You look, watch her story carefully, listen to her story carefully, where she met her husband, where they were discussing politics. She loved politics, but she's not even a politician yet. Be vast. Don't just, at times, I and my husband will watch wrestling. He will be in support of who will be. I will be in support of who I wish the person should win. You understand me? You don't, your routine in the house, your routine in the relationship should not be one particular thing. You sit down, hello, both of you, gist, normal gist, how was the day, how is the family, how is business today? It ends there. Be vast in some areas. If you are good, look at least have yourself engage with one or two things that you feel, if you talk, if others discuss in the public, you have something to talk about. You must not glue to African magic, where you see a husband and wife fighting. They keep repeating one thing again and again. One story today, they turn it the other way. The same story, they turn it straight. The same story, they change no story. You glue yourself to African magic, or you glue yourself to what is it called? Telemundo. You watch Telemundo. There is another channel again that women keep burning their food. What is that Indian channel again that women watch a lot? And you don't just do anything apart from watching how you fight your brothers-in-law, mother-in-law, this, that, and all that. Let your experience tell it. The number to call Gift Nikki is 0903 000 2474. Z Word, thank you, Esther. It's like you are one of them. Z Word have destroyed a lot of home. We have settled so many cases off camera because of Z Word. You just what you watch is nothing. If they ask you, what good have you benefited from it? Nothing. 0903 000 Thank you, Ernest. Is number to call. Share your experience, no matter the numbers, few numbers of you that we're going to have here. I am so happy that this lady shared her experience with us, and it's such a wonderful experience for us to learn from. Where you met your husband does not matter. And you see, when you find a man that loves you, he goes extra mile for you. When you find your true match, your true body, your true bone, he goes extra mile for you. You wait, some people are being delayed because they are married to wrong people. And eventually when God reconnect them back, they will end up marrying again. Good afternoon, your name and where you're calling from. Hello? All right, to miss the call, you can call back. So let's listen. Let's listen to other people. That is smarting. You love the word blessing tonight. Thank you. I know. 0903 2474 is what is what number that you can call. And some of you outside that, do you know you will meet a brother outside that will ask your hand in marriage, but you will prefer that one that you always see in your church? You would rather Pray for the one you always see in the church that you admire, unknowingly to you, that your husband is not in that church that you are going. Your husband is not in that choir where you are. Your husband is not in that usher where you are. Your husband is elsewhere. So be opened and be vast. Be excited, be excitable, be exciting. Let your spouse meet you and see something interesting in you, something tangible, something important, something valuable. It must not be physical. You look at some ladies and you watch the kind of husband they marry, you marvel what is behind it. Go close to such lady, you will discover that that lady is a complete virtue. There's some of you, your concern is you meet a man, what is again, you twist your hand and your nails. The day me and Chairman will tell you how we met, our experience and all that, you will marvel. But some of you think every marriage is bed of roses. Yes, we hope to have the best. But as long as you are hoping for the best, don't relent in prayer. Do your best. 0903 024 74 is the number. So you can call in and tell us your experience just the same way our sister tell us our experience. Our experience is such a wonderful experience, and I love that. Right? Gift, thank you. I know we are from the same family. Thank you for introducing me. You can't wait to hear. Don't worry when Chairman arrives. So another thing again is how to keep your relationship, early relationship in courtship. How to keep your courtship on guide, working it out and not having constant disappointment. There are so many things that we'll be talking about, but certainly not today. Today is for you to share your experience on how you meet your husband, how you meet your wife. How does it work out? Are you afraid of calling in? Okay, somebody said, um, let me read this comment. Ablai Salifu said, let me read from here. Ablai Salifu said, as a matter of fact, life sometimes is a drama in marriage. Someone who told me that she never wanted me to delay her ended up messing his life after spending everything in getting married to her. A year after they met, some can't even cook nor even be ready to do a simple work a woman should do in her marital home. All they want is maid to be serving them and all that. Well, sorry about that. I'm like for your bad experience. It's normal. Some are not domesticated and some are domesticated. So women, I think we encourage most women to be domesticated. Being domesticated means add so many values to yourself and help you a lot because you can actually do things without having anybody being around to do when time required you. A situation can arise where those that are helping you, they have gotten to the stage of their own liberty, freedom. Maybe you have a house help. A house help may get to a stage where she may want to settle a marriage. A houseboy may get to a stage where he may want to settle a marriage. So you don't expect people to serve you forever. You may be desperate to have some of them and you end up having the bad one that will end up destroying your home. So it is very important for a female child to be domesticated. What do I mean by that? There are major minor things that a woman, or important things that the woman should learn how to do in your house, like learning to have cook good food, learning to tidy up your apartment, the environment, learning to teach people. At least you should be able to have some things, prepare some food. It should not be a goosey or bono and all that. Learn how to do some things, like you learn how to do akara, learn how to do momo, learn how to do salad, prepare salad. Let's hear from this person. Sorry, we miss your call. You can call in again. You cannot just sit like that. Every kind of food you know how to do cook best is egusi ogbono, and that's all. So you keep eating egusi ogbono until somebody take your husband for a dikako. Good afternoon. Your name and where you are calling from. Turn down the volume of what you are watching from, please.
My name is Precious. I'm calling from Lagos.
Okay, speak up and let so that they can hear you. Speak loud, please.
Okay, ma. I met my husband in Kenya for services.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. One of my sisters is selling food at Kenya.
Wow.
He's one of our customers. He comes to buy food from us. So that day, one man parked car in front of where we are selling food. So that day, the man did not come on time to remove his car. So when the man finally come out, so we call the abuse the man and the wife. Now they see the car carry, you can't go block in front of her where we are selling food, this and that. So my husband now, he came to buy food that day. So he don't like what they are making, he don't like noise at all. That day, as he come buy food finish, he eat finish, he come to stay. As he come give me 1,000 naira. So I won't give him change. He said, no, man, give me change. Because tell me, you talk too much. Girls don't talk like this. Normal me, I go abuse them back, but I got to accept to take this. He come come on.
Okay, your husband told you that you talk too much.
I talk too much.
That girl doesn't talk like that.
I will go to abuse man like that. See, you know, good. I got to accept this. I think he come come on. So I think come on, he come go. Come reach like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, he no come buy food. So after like 1 month, he come back. That day he come buy food. After I say, bro, me no vex. Because of what happened that day, I make him no come buy food for months. He said, no, they know they come that street. They always from Ireland, they come from that street. Call to supply street. I make I never see him. I told her, yeah, me no vex. I didn't say that what happened that day. I make him no come buy food from us. Because he know. That day he come out. After he buy food, he finish. He come out. So he come reach like 2 months, he come. As he come buy food again, buy finish. He give me money as a tester.
Wow.
He eat finish, he come out. He come after like 2 months again, he come. Something say, I give her my phone number. Something I say, I get phone. I think I say I no get phone.
Imagine.
I no go get phone. I think I say I no get phone. So I think I say I no get phone. Tell my sister. You can't ask my sister. Tell my sister get phone. My sister tell her say she get phone. My sister can't give her own number. After I can't give her own number, because they come, I didn't reach house that day. They can't call my sister. When they tell my sister, say we don't reach out for our market. My sister tell her sister. Can't tell my sister me give me. My sister can't give me phone that day. We can't talk finish. After we talk finish, he got phone. So another day again, he still come call for phone for my sister phone. They want to talk to me. So my say I know they around. I did there. My sister told her say I know they around. So after the contact finish, my sister called end the talk. I don't ask my sister who they follow from. This and that brother will come by from that. This and that. Okay. So after like 1 week, he come by. Don't tell me say I mean I say I know there for. I they always call my sister. My sister go tell her say I know they around. Why
Thank
they
you,
always
go precious.
They know what I say I know they around. So my sister is telling me. So another him go enter inside market, inside the service, go buy food. I just buy food, he come drop am on top of the cooler. I did surprise. I did surprise. So I think on the go that day, I can't show my sister, see from where this brother buy for me. He come the say me say, now I know this what. So as the brother come the go, I think I come the say me say, now is this brother say he won't marry me, now say I go. I thought I say one hand. I thought I
one hand.
I thought I sister say if the brother say one marry you, say he go. My sister say if she go free you. So we want to look at the watch as in they go. So as they go that day, after like 2 weeks, after like 2 weeks, we can't tell me saying they speak. You understand?
Yeah.
Pay for come buy food, when they speak, say we dey do home service. I come to and say, I beg my sister, whether you go allow me bring the food. But I get that there in the live.
Okay.
So as I come package the food, I can't go to you. I told her, okay, maybe send the address. Instead of him to send your own address, as your home address, you can't wait me for bus stop. And they wait me for bus stop, you can't collect. So I said, you wait till you know where. I can't wait for bus stop. Because I was expecting to reach his house. I didn't know the show said to me now. So I go know where it is and all that.
Abi.
He collect the food, didn't go. So later, my sister come marry. As my sister come marry, we come out from my sister's side. So that day, he come tell me saying like me, but he don't like me. They will come his friend. They like me, you won't marry me. Yeah, marry me. I don't know this what. So as I won't come off my sister's place, that I come to and say my sister don't marry. Say me, I won't start that same business with my sister do. Because tell me something, no problem. How much I get? I told her I don't get money.
You no get food, you no get money.
He can tell you to give me 50,000. Say I will give him back.
Wow.
I come to her and say, no problem. He can give me 50,000. I didn't give me 50,000 there. I can't reach my 12. Can't go buy all the things where I want you to start the cooking stuff.
Yeah.
As I buy finish. So as I buy finish, I can't stay with one of my aunts, my mom younger sister house. Where they live for about this child. So I come from the Abado they come. So since they did stressful for me, because I won't know away now I come get paid so I dey set food. So within 2 weeks I don't make the money. I carry money, now I go give am back. He said no, I go put that from my account. I can't go put the money from my account. They come say I give am my ATM. This kind of brother, you be like say you want man they work when they chop the money. He can't collect my ATM, he hold the ATM. So he can't send one lady where they work for Leaf.
Yeah.
Finance bank.
Thank
Then they come they collect money from her. That time they tell like I they save like 5,000 naira every day on their hand. They come they collect 5,000 naira every day. Now you hold the ATM. All my own say this brother won't chop my money. Till I tell my man they work, they chop. So I don't know, say, he just want me to save money. You know what, man, they spend the money while they make. Now later, my money can't come up. You can't tell me, say, as this money don't come up like this, because I don't get like 250,000. You can't say, as this money don't come up, whether I will go find house, my rent house, so that it will get closer for me. So, I got to say, you will live for 3-bedroom flat, and nobody is stable. Why not come live for one of your room? Man, they stay money. As a man, they pay for one of that room. Because there is a like she no I no go allow any woman to live with them. Being married.
Wow.
Yes.
Also a disciplined person.
He say he no one put person under pressure.
Yeah.
He no one person put them under pressure.
Wow.
And that's the English he use. So later, I go find house. Each one I find, I feel like the house. I don't like toilet. I feel like compound. I don't like this and that. So later, I don't come ready the house. I still continue with that man. So one Sunday I came to his place, and I just come, because there is no man I don't find house. Why? Because tell me say next month then we'll go marry. Next month we'll go marry, just like that. It's 8 years in marriage. That's how we marry.
Wow.
That's how we marry you.
Wonderful.
This is the same guy you when you get as many buildings as like now I have like 5 buildings in this thing.
Imagine.
I didn't even know. He was just hiding everything. Because even the first day when I was going out, they don't allow me come inside too.
Yeah.
Outside, where you carry bench. Yeah, I just say maybe they got person. Or maybe you don't get person, you don't marry and all that. That's why you don't want me come inside. I don't know say you just did. You know one just honestly, it's my first time of sharing this.
Congratulations. Your name again?
Thank you. I'm Precious, ma.
Precious, thank you very much. I appreciate your call. God bless you, really good. Thank you for putting call across here. Thank you. I love you. You see, I don't know if you learned something from Precious' experience on how she met her husband. I learned one thing. I learned 2 things, which we need to share with some of you. One, Precious' manner of approach was wrong. One, she was insulting the person that blocked her the sister's customer. But the way she approached the man was also bad. And her husband to be then. Please, the number for people should stop this. The husband then noticed the nonchalant attitude that this may affect this lady wrongly. Tell me your name and where you are calling from. We can't hear you. Hello. So I learned something from her. One, a manner of approach. But when God sent that man to caution her or to advise her, according to her, on a normal day, based on the kind of person she is, there is no way she would have allowed or neither adhered to the advice of the man. Rather, she may be rude to the man and what is your business as usual. But she listened to the man, adhered to the advice of the man, even apologized and told the man it will happen again. And when the man something prompted up and the man could not come as often as he used to do to their place of business, she felt it's even her attitude that stopped the man, and she was not just careless about that. She still went to recognize the presence of the man and also let the man feel his presence there is important in their place of business. Brother, is it because of what happened that day that you stopped coming? And brother said no, it's not. And he gave other reasons. That is number one. Learn to take correction. When you find somebody to correct you of your area of weakness, your area of essence, learn to take correction when somebody advise you in a polite way. No, what you did is not good. Quickly take the advice, apologize, and move on. Because you don't know when you will lose out your God-sent husband, your God-sent angel, your God-sent helper. So the message she passed to us there is we should learn to take correction where people correct us in area where we have erred or where we are not doing it right. That is number one. Number two, what led to this man seeing virtually this lady Precious was that he entrusted money into her hand. Normally, for some of you ladies that are desperate to make it fast, you would think that is the opportunity. Brother will buy you phone, can't give you 50,000. Even if he did not ask for the money, or even if he asked for the money, giving you the money, you will start telling him, I've not sell, oh, I just started. Where I'm coming from is very far. Customer day today, customer no day tomorrow. You will start with some cheap excuses. The person may insist collecting that money from you, and the man may insist leaving forgetting, because he's a rich man, he's a big man according to her, that have houses in Lagos already, but never show to her that he even have a hut. But she never betrayed the trust the man had for her. He borrowed her 50,000. She made the 50,000 out of the business. That showed to the man that this lady is industrious. Everything must not be education. You might be educated but have nothing in your head. You might be educated but you cannot contribute nothing in your home. You might be educated but you will never be a support to your marriage. You might be educated but your husband will not see anything important coming out of you, because what you are good in doing is taking. I want to fix my nail. I want to make my hair. I want lipstick. My father has finished. I need to buy on this. I need to change my wardrobe. Everything, Oliver Twist, you keep taking. While you will see an illiterate having marriage, comfortably married, enjoying her marriage, because everything must not be education. If you are too educated, that gives you that spirit, that ego, that boldness that at times you may not even want to be submissive, where you are to be submissive to your partner. So Precious shared this her experience that some of you need to use it to learn. Be industrious, be faithful, and don't betray people's trust, mostly when it comes to opposite sex. She gathered the money, returned the money back to the man. And the man went and asked her to pay it back again into her personal account and requested for her ATM card. On a normal day, as precious as she used to be, she will not allow the man to be with her ATM card. But she play low. Overwiseness dey spoil things, my sisters. E be like say this guy wan chop my money o. This one wey carry my ATM card. Brother, where the ATM card now? Abi why must the ATM card be with you? She may come up with one thing or the other to ensure that ATM card is collected back from the man, because she was eager. She'll be eager on how much she's getting, how much she's selling, forgetting that who give you 50,000 to start up your life can even give you 1 million to expand the business. She stayed calm, she stayed low. She entrusted the money again back to the man, even while she was suspecting. She did not play that wiseness. She did not bring that boldness, that wise, that, yes, I know what is happening. When you are too inquisitive, when you never let anything go, many will go out of your hand because you are too smart and you want to let the man know that you are smarter than him. Precious, play cool. Even she offered the man paying rent to the man and have one room to herself. But the man said no. On another day, another kind of woman will just, the next thing, maybe they visited because the man have given her 50,000. The next thing, she will take one of her clothes. Oh, I cannot go back this night. Let me just take sleep here and go back the next day, or I can resume my place of business the next morning. While she offered to pay the man, shows that she's responsible. Otherwise, the man quite know that she knew that he got 3-bedroom apartment. Instead of offering paying for one of the room as a rent to the man, she can easily tell the man, let me pass the night here today. Tomorrow I will go back. Then she did not tell this man, I want to pass a night in your house, tomorrow I will go. She offered that man money to pay for one room. But some of you, that is when you know you've got an opportunity. You have seen a man with 3-bedroom apartment and all that. You take your pant, you take your load. Today, your pant will hang there. Tomorrow, your slippers will be there. Next tomorrow, your gown will be there. That is how you will pack and eventually give yourself to the man free of charge. Temptation can come to anybody, anytime, any day. Pray to protect yourself against it so that you can overcome it when temptation comes before you. If you give a man yourself free of charge, if the man is not protective and is not spirit-filled, and move you out of his environment immediately, it will lead to something from touching, and it leads to pregnancy, and you become a baby mama. But the man is still looking for that kind of woman that he wants. He will still leave you and go for such person. So child pregnancy is not a guarantee that the man can marry you. It's not a guarantee that the man will love you. It's not a guarantee that the man can be with you. Your good character, the virtue in you, is what matters most. Precious, I thank you very well, very, very much for sharing this experience with our young ladies and our young guys out there. And I learned something also. The first, what is her name again, that first put call across to us, she told us that the man in question, her husband today, when they were cutting, the husband never make advance at her sexually. He protects against it. And this is where you talk about men of integrity. When people keep saying, all men are men, all men are not men. All women are not women. Because there are some men, you will go naked no matter how attractive is your body. He will walk out of you or walk you out. There are men like that, they are still existing. There are men that wouldn't want any woman on earth to lay curse on them using, you use me and dump me. Some will be there, they can't take a dime from you when they don't have anything serious, when they are not even sure that you are their wife by that time, or they will settle down in marriage with you. Both gift, both money, or anything. You had that lady that the man, even when she went there, she was like being desperate to settle because they love each other, but the parents never allowed that. And the man asked her, are you really desperate? And she said no. And when she told us that the man never wanted to touch her, meaning she made advance at the man by trying to touch, but the man said no. That is man with difference. That is the kind of man they call men of virtue. That is the kind of man they call men of integrity. And you that make advance at them, at any time you see them anywhere, you will respect them till death part you, both of you. Because you never find them, they value their body, they value their nakedness, they value their integrity, they value the virtue in them. If you date a woman for 100 years and you did not have sex with her, She hold nothing. You hold her nothing. If you did not take her belongings, her material things, she did not, you owe her nothing, because both of you are just acquainting. If she sees someone she want to settle down with, fine, she will go on. If you find someone you want to marry, good, but you are both good friends. But some of you, you want to test all the ladies. Once you are here, you see a platform where they say ready to marry. You hit there. Another ready to marry. You land there. You are just Mr. looking for left and right. And you will not look for and keep that cordial relationship on a platonic level. You want to see their nakedness. You want to sleep with them. You want to see the size of their boob. You want to see their buttock, and not that and not that. You've never seen yourself as a man of integrity. Because if you count yourself as one, you will definitely know how to keep relationship without attaching sex. You know what? Then this lady also that they gave phone, that did not even throw herself at the man and all that, and the man, that shows to the man that this girl is not also loose. When you don't attach value to yourself, the level in which you present yourself to a man, same level he will see you. And let me tell you another thing. The way in which a man meets you, it takes the grace of God for such man to take that dilemma, that memory out of him. It takes deeper love for the man to take, if it's a bad experience or the bad place or however both of you met. So please work on yourself. We have seen some ladies that are sluts, but some of them are good wives today because they give their life to Christ and they change their lifestyle. We have seen people that have always pretend holier than thou, but they are the worst today in marriage, that men that marry them, even women that marry them as a choir master or assistant pastor, they ever regretted coming across such person. Don't be that kind of person, please. Attach importance to yourself, attach value to yourself. The Precious, the husband did not ask for sex. You just gave her a surprise marriage. You are married next month. And today they are married. If you listen to her English, I believe the young lady or this lady that spoke with us is not even a graduate per se. But she sounds like a diligent, wise woman that keep her home. So nice one. Nice one, nice one. Please, we're going to take one more call, then we end the topic for today for other things. Esther, thank you. So the call line is 090302474 is the call line for this very topic. So we'll have just one person that we're expecting to call. Stop that noise. We're expecting to call in, then we will call it a day. According to my chairman, he said we are going to draw the curtain here. So if you are the lucky person, call in on 090302474 and give us your wonderful, excellent experience on how you met your husband and how the relationship worked. And I believe, for some of us that have watched, I believe you learned something from Precious, you learned something from this young lady that also called us. So please be smart to make your choice and don't live for your family. Then try to be industrious, attach importance to yourself, be vast, and be knowledgeable in other areas. All right, you're our last good caller. Lucky you. Good evening. Your name and where you are calling from, please.
My name is Amadu Josina and I'm calling from Lesa.
Sorry?
I'm calling from Agege, Lesa area.
Are you calling? over this for to contribute on this topic?
I want to contribute on the topic.
We are not quarreling now. Be polite,
No,
madam. Wetin happen?
I said I want to.
Abi na so
I
you
want to
carry meet your
contribute.
husband make I know so that other people go learn from the tone.
I want to. My story is that interesting story about it. I make me wrong.
But if you carry this tone meet us now, how we wan carry enjoy this story? Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you out.
Okay, my own husband, I meet am for school.
You meet am for school.
Yes, when I just enter higher institution that time,
Okay.
I get a friend wey me and she na cousin. So I went to visit my friend and I met him in my friend's place.
Wow.
So she knows my friend knew him before. They came from the same area in
Okay.
Benin. So when I got to my friend's place, I'm meeting him for the first time. So started talking. Then my friend asked, as my friend took and student something, I say, I don't have much place to see now. This place, you and this my visitor will be from the same place. That was how it took to school in the same place. And I just reluctantly did the thing. But the evening he was talking and just like that. And I was not even asking him. So when I was about to go, my friend told me off and I went back to my hostel. When I got to school the next day, my friend asked me, he said, that guy yesterday saying like you. I say, hey, so far, you know, I don't do boyfriend. I beg. I'm not interested in anything school boyfriend. So she said, even tell herself, will say, you know, they do school boyfriend because he's still insisting. So before you know what is happening, he started texting me, disturbing me, sending my friend to me and everything. I didn't even answer him because I was very interested.
Wow.
So that was how we spent 2 years just with testing and everything. I went to the second. So after we finished our NG, we went for IT. So after the IT, I spent 2 years outside before I came back to school. Then now my husband now spent 2 years before he came back again for his NG. Then now my friend, I knew him too. He's no longer in the country as she has traveled out. So one day I was just coming out from my department, like this, we were going for a next lecture. I now saw him. I said, is this not this guy?
He's a woman.
So I now called him. So as I called his name, he just started running after me. I said, please, don't start going to the manifest to abstain. Let's just, he said, no, something has to say, are you married? I said, no. He said, I worry about that guy. That's how I went to make. I said, please don't forgot it. How to say just like that. So we started talking. In the minutes of talking, and I said, please don't even go back to that normal talk. I beg, let's just be friends. So he said, okay, that is okay with you. So that was how we became friends. He comes to my department. And even if I have lecture, we'll be inside the class. There's nobody in my class that was not doing it. They were not even calling him a family husband because he comes to the class, sit down, and does everything he does. It came to a point, if I don't see him, maybe he didn't come to my department, I will now be missing him. I will now be looking for him and say, why didn't I even see this guy? At times I will now go to the main department also. I will go and look for him just like that. So just started doing like that. I did not see him for him. We just became friends. So when we were now about to go and start, then we went for service. When we finished, I remember he told me, say he want to come to my house. I said, please, my father is a very strict person and I'm the only daughter. He doesn't want to see me with any man. So I don't want you to come to my house. He said, for what? I will know your house and I will come to your house. And if your dad see me, your dad will like you. I said, okay. So the last time I just gave him the address. I was not even expecting him. I just saw him in my house. And my dad was even at home that day. So I was surprised. The first person he went to meet was my dad. He sat down with my dad and we started talking and gisting. And my dad now told me, you have a sister. I said, I knew him from school just like that. So when he went, my dad now told me, he said, that guy is a really nice guy type of person. I said, hey. He said, yes. I said, okay. When my mom now, when he was leaving, my mom came. As my mom came, and my mom was not saying that his face looks very familiar. That he doesn't know where he knows that to. That his face looks very familiar. You are hearing me, ma'am?
Yes.
That his face looks very familiar, just like that.
You know, you have to give us the key points. The key point is what you give us.
Hello?
The key point of the relationship is what you give us.
Yes, we went to start in the same And just we didn't work it, nothing. We just find ourselves serving in the same state. And before you know what's happening, we are posted in the same local government to serve. And
Wow.
just like that, before you know, we start taking interest in each other. And though my mom was saying, no, you are not going to marry from this place, you are not going to marry from this place, at the end we got married. And when we got married, I'm not regretting it again because the lovely person, the likable person, he can go any length to do anything for me.
Wow.
And even when I came back to my second child, it was just 10 months. I wanted to go back to school. I was discouraged. How would I do the child of 10 months and go to school? He took that baby from me and encouraged me. And told me
Vivi.
go and go to finish and come back. He was the one taking care of the child. I go went to school, 20 years there and came back just like that. I'm telling you that today I've not regretted getting married to him. Everything has been going. He's a very supportive person. No matter what it is, he has been very supportive in every way around.
Wow.
I just wanted to meet him at the initial stage, but thank God I did not follow tribalism because he's a Yoruba guy and I'm not from Yoruba. But thank God that today we are living peacefully and we are living well. No arguments, no problems, and it's 16 years now since I got married.
Wow. 16 years.
Yes,
16 years?
yes, 16 years now.
Your name again?
Justina Amadi.
Justina
Yes, ma'am.
Amani.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please, you will still call me back. Let me check if I can retrieve your number. Because there are some people that will still want to have them sharing their challenges, the challenges that they are seeing in their marriage and how they overcome it. You understand? 3546588. Okay. We will be having some of you that have really had good, bad, good, worst in marriage, and you have crossed 10, 15, and above. What keeps you in that marriage till this moment? Because, of course, we can't say, you cannot tell us that you've not, no matter how sweet, how good is your husband, that you've not really had any misunderstanding with a man or with a woman. So many have come and gone. So many attitudes have been put up by both parties. And the ability, how do you manage? How did you manage your home in your own way? Because my own way might not be your way. But my way could be another person's way. Her way could be another person's way. And if you learn from me, you learn from her, I learn from you, I learn from another person, I believe we will make a good home and we will be able to bear some. I've not taken any international call. Please pardon me to take this very one. Your name and where you are calling from, please.
Hello, my name is Joy, calling from Germany.
Okay, if you I have picked the last call, and if I try to pick your own call again because you are not my last caller, I just try to pick because I feel I've not picked any international call. But if you are calling and I've picked, please, you'll be audible so that we can learn from the experience you want to share with us, please.
Yes. I really want to contribute to this show.
Thank you, ma'am.
I met my husband 3 days after I break up from 7 years relationship.
Wow! You met your husband 3 days after you broke up for 7 years relationship. That is a relationship of Egyptian relationship.
Sorry, ma?
Go ahead, ma.
Yes. So one seven people, he was even engaged to me. So I caught him and the other lady.
I can't hear you
He
again.
was not even expecting me. Can you tell me now? He was not even expecting me that very day. So on getting there, I was like, what's happening? You know, I said, why are you here? You're not supposed to come here. You're not supposed to come. Why? You don't have right to come to my house. That's the situation. I was like, you can't call me for coming. And that day, he called me. He said, hello, honey, how are you eating? I hope you're fine. Blah, blah, blah. He was laughing.
Can you hear her?
So,
They say they can't
so
hear
I was
you.
traveling after it. So I was after like 2 hours, and after me called back, his number was not available. So I said, our house is not far, like 20 minutes walk, 20 minutes walk, 20 minutes walk. So I have to get to his house. I have to get to his house. I'm waiting there. He was with another lady. The lady was putting up his
The
water.
Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
You mean your husband?
So I was like, oh, so
You mean your husband or the past relationship?
no, he said this guy, I'm talking about my own boyfriend now.
Okay. Go ahead. Hello?
Next brain. That very thing. I told my brain to know that very thing. So I'm not made up my mind. I'm not saying this is like a 7 years relationship. I'm not saying this is like this. I'm not going to go into a relationship. So 3 minutes this time, I was going up to my house. My neighbor that called me. The neighbor, the social period. So, neighbor, happy Christmas. I think the same thing is that. He said, please, can you come up? I think, no, please, I'm going to tell you. I want to go and collect money from my friend. He has to make me. I should make sure that I come. So, I'm coming and going to my friend. My friend was not there. I took that paper back down to my school. My neighbor now said, stop. I now stopped. I stopped. Immediately he called my present husband, my husband was in Germany. So he now called my husband. Hey. Come and see this, come and see this. So then my neighbor now called me, and I entered. And I was sitting close to my husband. Then immediately I knew that man close to me was my husband. I knew that my husband was planning to go back. 5 days for him to go back to.
How did you know? When you say you knew, are you a prophetess or you got a sign so that other people can use?
So my dad is like, you know, I was feeling. He was telling me, hey, how are you? How's everything? You know, after I gave him the to me, he was saying, we have to come go. And I said, no. I said, no, I'm going home. So the next day he came, said he's going back to Lagos. If I don't mind, I should follow him, to go to the hotel. I should just pass the night with him. I said, no. I did not agree. So after like the next day, not going to go back to Lagos. I should follow him down to Lagos. I just said, it's now, we just left. How do you think to go back to Lagos? He now went back to Germany.
You want use to do the one for the road.
After 8 months, he went to the family for introduction. They did introduction and everything. So like after 1 day, he now came, he did married and all that. You know what he said? He said, I followed him down to Buffet. After sleeping with him, he will not even come back to sleep. And he now said, thank God that he's not even follow him in hotel.
Imagine.
So what am I now saying? It's good for women. We should be reserved. Don't be so spirit. We should be very reserved. If everyone from abroad will have to run that. Now I'm here, it's nice for the 8 years. Happily married.
Wow.
Let's try to okay.
28 years. Hello?
Hello, ma.
You say you've been married for 28 years?
Sorry, ma.
You say you've been married for 28 years?
No, for 8 years now.
Okay, 8 years. 8 years. Wow, congrats. Thank you. God bless you for sharing this experience with us. You are our last caller for today. All right, let's talk briefly on this. We are stopping here for today. So if you love the program, when next you see the title for the second if you love the program, when next we talk about that, you come up to tell us to be the first caller and tell us how you met your husband, how you met your wife, and your mistakes you've made in the past that you regretted. We're going to be discussing that. If you have ever been in a relationship and you after parting with the person, you regretted parting with the person, what was your mistake? What is that thing that you did that you regretted doing it? Others may learn from that. So today, the other caller that called, the last caller, the second to the last person that called, I learned something from there. If I don't know if you don't learn, please. I heard her saying she was in courtship with that guy for 2 years. Yeah, a relationship like that, too much courtship in relationship is not really also good, because you must have known the person in out in out in out too much, and not except on based on your age. Your age will determine if you are going to keep such relationship. But the good thing is that if you keep it on a platonic way, you will not regret having the person even 10 years as a friend. But if you make it as a sexual relationship, then at any given time, if you part with this person, you will regret. My peaceful advice is, if you are in a relationship, in courtship with anybody, with any man, with any lady, please cut off this aspect of sex. Define the relationship, make it a platonic relationship that you can help the person can help you, you can run to him, he can run to you, you can share idea, you can share experience, you can share pain on phone, on chat, physical and all that, and it has to be there. It has to stop there. Don't go beyond platonic, because if you don't go beyond platonic, you cannot come out to claim a woman hurt your feeling, break your heart, the heart that is still with you, or a man break your heart because the heart is still with you. So long courtship is not really proper. Then I noticed something, that most ladies, up to 4 of you that have put call across to the program, 3 of you dwell most on your family. You want to live your life for your parents. They want to decide the tribe you are to marry. Thank God you are married now. Do you know there are so many girls out there, so many men out there, that they have actually lost their first love, who they genuinely, they truly love, who they are to marry and be happy with, because of family decision, because of living for your mom and living for the decision of your dad, living pleasing somebody that you are not supposed to please. Once you get to age 20, 22 and above, please take personal decision. The rest is advice. Nobody should compare you to have a choice of theirs while you have your own choice. Pray to God, seek the face of God if you are in a relationship. If God speaks to you, any other word from any other person is fallacy. So thank you. I appreciate you people. I appreciate you very well. Then the last but not the least, the lady that called from London said she broke up from 7 years relationship and met her husband, her present husband, 3 days after she broke up from 7 years relationship. Let me tell you something else. When you entangle yourself, you use rope, you tie yourself with a man, with a woman. You just look at this woman, look at the man, you feel this person is your kind of person you want to marry, your kind of. Forgetting, you don't pray, you don't seek if it's the will of God for you, you don't look into other aspects. Some of you, when you have sex with a woman, you look at it, oh, this lady can actually satisfy you sexually. This man can actually satisfy you sexually. Do you look for other aspect of it that you feel you can't live it for life? Is this person going to be active, satisfying you sexually all days of his or her life? No. You don't look into that aspect because that aspect can never be permanent forever. You look at a lady, you check the physical, the shape, the figure eight, how boxy she is, and the physical look of hers. Then you look at that tall man that have built, or that average sized man that have built himself. If you're the kind of lady that look like a portable kind of man, or an average kind of man, or a tall kind of person, you look at the person, you've already dashed out your spirit, your soul, and body. Is that make up? Is that what you have seen there? Will that make up the whole things you need in a relationship to end your life in that relationship? No. If somebody is of average height, you can't let that person tall. If the person is tall, you cannot reduce the height of the person. If the person is slim, there's possibility the person can add weight. If the person is big, there's possibility the person can reduce size. But if you are the kind of person that like a bulky, conspicuous man or woman, and that is what you like, which is part of material, if this person happen to reduce, come what may, either by sickness or by diet or by childbirth or by anything, will you like this person again? No. Physical attraction is a container. What is the content of that container is what you'll be going for. Take your time, study your spouse who is proposing your marriage, who are accepting this proposal. Study each other very well before you say, can you, will you, and yes, I do. Because so many marriages have break up today because you go in and a thank good man, you hold this man to ransom, you hold this woman to ransom. Some of you will go extra mile. You met this person, you don't even know what God has for you, but I know God always says the end result is better than the beginning. And our tomorrow is greater than today. If what you have now did not work out, the word of God said the best is yet to come. So if you leave a man or a woman today, such person does not deserve you. And you are heading for a better thing. Always aim at that better thing that is ahead of you. That you can never you can't go less. You cannot go backwards. You cannot go below. But we forget, most of us don't look into the blessing that God has for us ahead of us. You are in relationship with a man that will kill you in 1 year, in 2 months, in 3 months of your marriage. You never prayed. You see the sign. You block eyes, ears to that. You want to stay there. Some of you will go extra mile by tying the person, visit herbalists, go to white garment churches and tie the man and tie the woman. Unknowingly to you, that person is not your husband, it's not your wife. You are tying somebody's husband, you are tying down somebody's wife. And eventually, if the person, the rightful owner, pray and God break loose and break that embargo, destroy that spell of that man, of that woman face, that charm failed, that rope cut, that river dried, and the person will run out and find the right person for him or her. You don't need to be in long relationship to think the man will marry you. Long courtship is not a guarantee that you will settle down with the man or the woman. We have no right from secondary school. It's not a guarantee. It could be that you are acquainted with somebody's wife or husband. It could be that you have been in a wrong relationship. For somebody to keep you that years, that shows to you that it's not your husband, it's not your wife. Earlier the better. You tell that Egyptian to leave you, let you go and meet the right person. I call that Egyptian relationship. The Pharaoh refused the Israelites to leave Egypt. You see so many, he made so many affliction. God afflicted Pharaoh with so many things. Frog, name them. But Pharaoh never let the Israelites live until the day God decided he will kill every firstborn of Pharaoh in that house. Everything, firstborn, animal, everything died. Pharaoh never let the Israelites go until God intervened. What does not belong to you is not for you. And no matter how you dig to keep that thing, one day that thing will lose off your hand because it doesn't belong to you. So don't tie nobody, don't hold no man, no woman to ransom because you feel you want something from this person and you don't consider the future of that person. So my dear brethren and sisters, I thank you for your awesome, wonderful, and excellent experience you have shared with us today. I learned a lot. I still have siblings that can still use your experience to tutor them. We use it to tutor other kids that we're having coming up under our custody, that in our custody teach even children, teenagers in schools and all that, even during their youth empowerment. We'll teach them all this so that they can learn from our mistakes and have a better life. I appreciate you. God bless you, really good. It's such a wonderful program and I love having it again and again and again. So please, I expected us to have more crowd in this program more than any other thing because you might hide yours. What is going on in your marriage? What is going on in your business? What is going on in your courtship? What is going on in your relationship? But it's better you come online to learn when people are sharing their experience like this. You call in. You may decide to become anonymous. You might call, I don't know you. You may call a name that we don't even know. And you give us your view about the program. Tell us your experience and people will learn from that. So thank you very much. I appreciate you all. This flower is made for. First, I present this flower to Chama, my booty boo, my lovey, the most handsome, the most intelligent, the most brave, the most wonderful, excellent, the best man in the whole world. I present this flower to you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, the Oluomo one of Shasha Kingdom. The Oluomo, the only man of my life I ever loved, genuinely, sincerely. When the day will come that we'll share our experience on how we met ourselves. And the experience we've had, we did the period before we finally settle. You will live to respect this marriage the more. You will live to honor these wonderful couples. And I believe you people will learn from us. We're very, very young in marriage, but God is awesome. God is wonderful. His finger, his hand is upon us. He has done marvelous things in this marriage. God has done excellent things in this marriage. And I thank him for that. Baby, I love you. My boo, I love you. Then the flower, again, is for you people that take your time to celebrate and with Salah in this platform to share experience with our loved ones. God bless you. I'm going to share this to our Ready to Marry platform so that they can learn from there. It's not easy, but by his grace, it's easy. See you. Bye.